is a huge and mostly unexplored place on our planet, and an incredible 95% of all the oceans in the world still remains unseen by humans.
We've seen
This
that
leaves the
before.
burning question of what could be lurking in the unexplored areas. Many experts believe that given the vastness of the ocean, it would not be a surprise if some pretty large animals still remain undiscovered. And there is certainly no denying that when talking about the unexplored deep sea, the first thing people tend to think of is the possibility of mythical and terrifying sea
The
creatures.
Kraken!
And although
Monkey
this thought is amazing, it's equally terrifying. Now, over the years there have been many
Hey,
mysterious
xQc,
sounds
are
captured
you
by
planning-
underwater devices that
not
to this
class
day
today.
have no real explanation. So have a listen to these and see what you think. I recommend you wear some headphones to better hear the sounds, and let's get started with 5 of the most mysterious underwater sounds ever recorded.
Put your headphones on, boys and girls.
Let's start with probably the most popular underwater sound ever
The
recorded,
Kraken.
the bloop. Most of you have already probably heard it, but maybe you haven't heard the actual real-time recorded version. It was first heard in 1997 when it was picked up on hydrophones across the Pacific, and whatever it was very, very loud. The underwater microphones that picked it up were around 3,000 miles away and still managed to detect it.
Whoa,
Most
what is
versions
that?
on the internet have been speeded up by 16 times so that the bloop can be heard easier, but the original version I find far more eerie and mysterious. Let's take a listen. Shortly after this
I know
recording,
that is.
the sound was
Sorry, I
pinpointed by the
farted,
National
Pepe.
Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It was located around 650 miles off the South American coast in a remote corner of the Pacific Ocean.
Holy shit.
Fans of fictional tales went wild because it's around here that the legendary Cthulhu creature written by H.P. Lovecraft in 1928 was alleged to have lived. Now, although the NOAA now believe the sound was caused by an icequake, there is actually no real evidence to prove that this was the cause. So, what do you think it was caused by? Some say it was a blue whale, but there are no recorded blue whales in history whose sound could be heard from 3,000 miles away. Others strongly believe it was some sort of whale hybrid or other
Cthulhu?
enormous unknown sea creature. But since the sound still has no precise origin, the bloop continues to remain a mystery. Upsweep. Labelled the upsweep due to its narrow
Mongoose.
band upsweeping sound, this mysterious sound was first heard when the Pacific Marine Environmental Laboratory began its underwater audio surveillance in August 1991. What's unusual about this reoccurring sound is that it's very seasonal. In the spring and autumn the sound will get louder, then during the rest of the year it will be quieter. What is also strange is that since its first discovery, the noise level has slowly been decreasing year after year, but even now it can still be faintly heard echoing through the sea. The real-time version is very long, so here it is speeded up 16 times. Take a listen.
16. Like an alarm.
Since the sound was located near believed submarine volcanoes, it's thought to possibly be bubbles from a volcano which are getting trapped in
Literally
a cave or
sounds
overhang
from
above, which is
Subnautica
causing
Omega
this strange
Lao.
sound. But since
True.
it's thought to be coming from the darkest depths of the Pacific Ocean, which so far cannot be explored, what's causing this frequent seasonal sound is a mystery. The train.
This doesn't sound
This
like
next
yeah.
unidentified sound was recorded on March the 5th, 1997 by the Equatorial Pacific Ocean Autonomous Hydrophone Array in the same year as the bloop and the slowed down recording. It was labelled the train because it sounds similar to the wheels of a train rubbing against the tracks.
Again.
There is so little information on this mysterious sound, but we do know that there are a few theories on what it could be. Take a listen.
Listening, boys. Shh. Fake. It's a dumb video, yeah. Okay, dude, yeah, it's an underwater train. This sounds like a dolphin.
Scientists think that it's most likely an iceberg dragging along the sea floor, creating shockwaves and producing the sounds.
Smart.
But many are certain that this is not the case, and that it's caused by some giant sea creature that lives between the icebergs deep in the ocean.
Okay.
Since the deepest depths of the ocean are yet to be exposed, and with the discovery of new sea creatures every year, we certainly cannot rule this out. But what do you think? Is it an iceberg scraping the ocean floor, or a creature that we can't even begin to imagine?
Dude, what if we go into like the depths, right? And we found
This
like
reminds me of the sounds your moms made the other night.
Okay, dude. Listen, dude. What if all the unexplored seas, right? What if they discover like a creature like this, right? It has like a ball in its head like that, and it has like a material that nobody knows about, right? Like an element that we haven't discovered, and they pick it up, and it's like unlimited fuel, right? And you can use it to like put it like in a spaceship and like discover the world because the fuel is unlimited and powerful. Yeah, a new
Since
material.
March 1999, an annual underwater sound has been recorded by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration just off the coast of South America. Named Julia, this creepy sound has an enormous amount of speculation surrounding it. Many believe Julia is the sound of a huge underwater sea creature, mainly due to the fact that it sounds like something howling deep in the ocean.
It's all creatures. It's all creatures.
What do you think?
They think it's all creatures. Shh. Shh. That is pretty scary though. That's the first scary sound of all of them, I think. Okay. Guys, I know this is going to spoil the video for you guys, but I have a reason why this cannot be a thing, okay? The reason why, scientifically, big creatures like that cannot ever be a thing and cannot exist is because if they're so big and so huge, they need to eat a portion or a certain percentage of their weight in food or in calories every day to survive, and they would have to eat a shit ass ton of food to maintain themselves and sustain themselves alive, right? And at which point we would have probably seen them or whatever.
Sounds like
There's
Greek
no
waking
fucking
up.
way a ridiculously huge sea creature will be able to live.
Some say the thought of a giant underwater sea creature is unrealistic,
The blue
and
one,
the
yeah.
sound is a result of underwater volcanic activity or a large iceberg knocking the
I'm
ocean
wrong,
floor.
okay.
But with the sound being caught so clearly and reoccurring each year, one's imagination can run wild about what is causing Julia. There are believed to be secret photographs taken by NASA's Apollo AA-35 that are thought to show a huge shadow moving through the waters in the southwest region of Cape Carda, which is the same sort of area as Julia can be heard. The shadow was allegedly larger than the Empire State Building, but was dismissed as being any known sea creature simply because there is no animal that matches the incredible size of the image captured.
Yeah, there's no
It
way,
could have
dude.
been a colony of swimming fish, but there is no evidence of this, so people have come up with all kinds of theories, from giant undiscovered whales to enormous octopuses. But since we can't prove exactly what Julia was caused by, the sound and the believed photos that could be the cause of the sound continue to remain a mystery.
Last
Slow
one.
down. All of these underwater sounds are eerie, but this next one takes things to another level. It was recorded on May the 19th, 1995 by underwater recorders in the equatorial Pacific Ocean just off the Antarctic Peninsula. It has been heard on more than one occasion, and this eerie descending
That's not
frequency
true, it
was
is purely
detected by
relative.
3 sensors nearly 3,100 miles away. The sound is like something from a horror movie as it descends in frequency over several minutes. When it was released to the public, it had been speeded up 16 times to better hear the frequency change. Take a listen.
Can they stop speeding up 16 times? It sounds like a solar algorithm.
Some say the sound spectrum.
Hey,
of
what
the
are you
slow
listening
down
to?
Oh my
especially
fucking god, dude! Oh my god, you scared me.
out of
I'm watching a video about sea creatures deep down in the sea. Somebody linked it. What about it? You watching this already?
ice friction vibrations. It's believed that this creepy sound is caused by ice sheets breaking off a few thousand miles away and plunging down to the bottom of the ocean, causing a vibration through the sea as they fall and drag on the side of a surface. But since this cannot be proven, NOAA has this slowed down mysterious sound filed as one of their unexplained sounds of the sea. So that's 5 very real and very mysterious sounds that have been captured underwater. What do you think they are? I would love to hear your views in the comments.
Nah, you wouldn't, dude. You don't even read your own comments. You want the comments because it puts you in the algorithm on YouTube. That your videos get a
Keep
good
in
response
mind only
rate.
2%
You
of the
fucking,
ocean has explored.
fucking cock.
Touch my body chat. Please Pepe hands I clap Pepe ge please don't scam.
Guys, is that true? This is purely relative to metabolism and activity. For example, some large snakes can go months without eating. Mammals are
Could
only...
it just be that this underwater atmospheric organization is just trying to make their work relevant? How much money is wasted on never putting a thermal camera in the ocean?
I do believe that thermal cameras work with
Could it just be that this underwater atmospheric organization is just trying to make their work relevant?
No, listen, guys. I'm not a scientific. If you're in the water, right, and you have a camera, like with heat, right, it works.
Remember when xQc got mad about YouTubers stealing his content almost every day? Well, look where we are today. Improvise, adapt, overcome. When the Yoink becomes the Yoinker Tryhard 7.
Okay. I think a heat camera works with waves, right? Like ooh, 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 ooh. Like
This machine makes sounds
right?
into video.
Like that.
Love you less than 3, take a look.
Right? In which case it would not work in the sea to describe all the things, right?
The
Because
video is fake.
Because in the sea...
It's just some dude making sounds in his bathtub.
Okay. There's a lot of particles, right? And there's a lot of small particles. And at the end of the line, after all the waves...
love you, man.
Right? What you would have is like, you know, it'd be
Why
like...
put a heat camera in the ocean
Right?
when you can just put steel balls 5 head?
That's why light doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the ocean, because the small particles block one small piece of light, and all of this combined, at the end there's no more light that goes through because all they got blocked by small particles, I think.